All right, how's it going, guys? Today is Friday, October 3rd, and this is the trade I took in today's session. The session was a bit odd because coming into it, we were supposed to have NFP Friday release today, but that was canceled / delayed for today because of the government shutdown. And so I was unsure of how price was actually going to move today, if price was going to consolidate, where everyone is expecting this big release, this big move. So I wasn't sure if it was just going to consolidate in a range or if we were going to trend. So just following basic price action, as always, I show up for my session and, I'm just trying to piece together some sort of narrative, right? I talked to you guys on stream how I was neutral on my daily bias, and that's because price had already came up and taken all-time highs / previous daily highs, and then also had taken previous daily lows out. And then as you can see here, we just closed inside on the daily time frame. So this is like a pretty neutral daily bias type of day, right? We really have no idea other than using the other time frames to tell us where price is going to go or what we're going to target, since we had already taken out both sides of liquidity. So when this happens, I'm only looking at the 4-hour and 1 hour for direction, and then the lower time frame as my entry, as always. But in this case, I didn't really have a daily bias narrative. So yeah, if you see this 4-hour candle here, we rejected off the daily open and we closed really strong on the 4-hour. Same thing here, bullish A2 on the 1 hour. And then we closed really strong. So direction was looking really good. Everything was moving bullish, right? No questions there. All right, so now let's look at my entry here, okay? Obviously, I saw some other possible entries within this leg and price was moving really clean. But at that time, I had set my heart on waiting for the 15-minute close, which has been a thing for me lately. I really like waiting for the 15. I think it's nice to trade with a higher time frame candle and just have that really strong continuation like that. So price was starting to pop up here and I was like, uh-oh, did I miss my chance, right? Am I going to be last in this move? So I waited for the close right here. New 15-minute candle opening, 5-minute opening. And so I wanted to see price pull back. The direction on price here was really clean. We had already flipped the higher time frame candles, right? So all I was waiting for was price to confirm on this 15, this new 15. So focusing on the open, low, high close, right? That's the formation of a candle. So as you can see here, price pushing down. And I'm waiting for that 1-minute candle close there, right? So if I zoom in, just focusing on the 15, price pulled back, creating that bottom wick for the 15, and then is continuing its trend like that. Same thing on the 5, pulled back, created that bottom wick, and is continuing. Now you can see the inside of these candles here on the 1 minute. Price closes on the 15 right here, pulls back, creates a bottom wick, and then we get that 1 minute close above structure, right? And that was my entry. My stop goes below that low of the current candle. So this was a current candle stop and I was targeting 35 pips. It was like 1.5 risk to reward, just like that. And it was great volume. It was really great volume. Could have held a little longer, but honestly, this was a Friday that I was looking at to possibly not even catch a trade. And I was really just watching how price action was moving. So I'm really happy with that. So yeah, let's do some journaling here. It was a 1 minute close. It was pretty much a 15-minute A1. Wasn't quite an A2 above any structure. And then followed by a A1 on the 4-hour, A2 on the 1 hour, because we're above that bearish candle there. And then same thing, A2 on the 30. So yeah, overall, really clean structure, right? Obviously, there was more opportunities to get in lower here, but I am happy with how I waited for the 15. I think we saw some really good volume at that 15-minute open as well. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something from today's trade recap, and I'll see you guys on the next one.